Hi everyone. We've got another nice week ahead of us. Nice fall, summer, confused season, but we'll take what we can get. Let's get into the workout. We're going to start with a kettlebell complex where we're going to be doing 3 lunges. So the variations are front lunge, a side lunge, and then a curtsy lunge with a kettlebell in front of you. You can do a high rack, you can do a low hold. You can hold this however I want. The front rack is kind of the ideal for what we're trying to do for tomorrow, so that's going to be what I suggest the most highly. But these lunges are pretty straightforward. You just step out in front of you, step out to the side, and then put that other knee behind your other foot, and that's the trick. The curtsy is a little bit trickier. If you don't have the mobility for it, you might have to not touch your knee on the ground, but as long as it crosses past the plane of your other ankle, gets to the other side, that's all that's important. This is basically a cannonball row, but we're going to be in a bent over position. The trick here is to really engage the core to hold your back as flat as possible. And then when you grab that weight and you pull it up to your chest, you're going to aim for like the top of your abs, like just the middle of your chest area. Hold it for just a split second before you start to go back down. Try not to bounce it off and then just let it go back down. Getting that little extra squeeze is actually going to engage your core and your biceps a lot more, and you'll get a lot more out of it. This is going to be a barbell move where we're going to be going with pretty lightweight. So we're going to go down to the bottom of a squat. We're going to switch through 2 lunging positions. We're basically just going to put a knee down, tap it gently on the floor, other knee down, and then go back to the top of a squat. Even with a lightweight, this is actually a pretty taxing movement. So it's going to be, don't go too heavy. This is more about the movement itself. When you're down at the bottom, you want to stay as low as you can, but it's totally fine if you have to come up just a little bit to put your knee down and then go back up for that full squat. But we're going to be trying to stay as low as possible. And that's where the challenge really comes in, is just staying in that low position for so long. Because it does get taxing trying to switch through this movements and then going from balance from left to right while you have that weight on your back. This is just going to be kettlebell swings. Very straightforward, explosive hip movement. We don't need a heavy weight. We're going to go for high reps on this one, so this is more conditioning. Not much to say on this one. We're going to go overhead. You can just go up to shoulder height if you want, if you can go up over top of your head. For this one, I'd say that's even better, because then we're really working on the explosiveness of getting that weight up over your head and getting comfortable with that. Again, high reps with this one. So this is more about the heart rate you get to than the weight that you put over top of you. That's going to be the focus for this. And then this is kind of like the Roman chair, except instead of doing presses, we're going to do curls. So you're going to fully extend your body, lean out, balance as much as you can. You can see it's a little bit tricky. And you're going to be just trying to get from that fully extended positions with your arms and your legs, and then crunch up into a little ball. So you could even call this like curly balls if you wanted to, which is just a silly name, but I think it's funny. Curly balls, everyone. Here we go. Little bicep and core at the same time. Plus just body awareness and balance. Trying to balance on this thing is actually tough in its own. Even if you didn't have weights, it's going to be a tough movement. So that's going to be the core work. That's going to be the workout. And then we'll look forward to the nice weather ahead of us. I'll see you guys tomorrow.